So, as mentioned at the end of the last video, we got a stack of singles here. Should be 500 if my ATM didn't rip me off. But we're going to jump in, look for some possible errors, fancy serial numbers, star notes, anything cool. Since they're not strapped up, it's kind of hard. I don't know. I'll just stop whenever I stop. Whenever I find something we want to talk about, I'll bring it back in. All right, folks. That didn't take very long to find something kind of cool. I've looked through, I don't know, this main notes. I had this one that was almost cool. If that 3 had been an 8, it would have been a nice kind of solid together trinary, but I mean, I guess it's still 4 6s in a row, but probably just let that one fly back into the circulation. But this one is a 2013 B star note in range for duplication. If you don't know a whole lot about that, in 2013, they did they did two printing runs of two different sets of star note serial numbers. I think it's up to, well, it starts at 1 and then up to 250,000. So it'd be 2 zeros and then 250000. And then it started back up, and then there's kind of a break, and then it starts back up at, I want to say it's 3.2 million up to, I want to say it's 9.6. You might want to double check me on that one, but it's somewhere in that neighborhood. But anyways, either way, this definitely falls into that range. And it's the slightly harder to find one because it's the DC print. If you look at this one, see the FW in front of your letter there on the plate number. I think it's plate number, some kind of identifying number. Anyways, if you don't have the FW stands for Fort Worth, which were the ones that were printed second. So I don't know how much later than the original ones, but I think it was a decent chunk of time in between the two. But anyways, so these ones are the ones that are a little harder to find. It could definitely be in better shape, but still a cool find. They sell fairly regularly for at least $20 in that range. You can definitely get a lot more out of them if you have both the Fort Worth and the DC print. It's kind of like finding two needles in two separate haystacks on two different continents, maybe in two different lifetimes, but you never know. You got to find one before you can find two. So, anyways, we'll pull this aside. Definitely a keeper. I think this might be my 5th one of the star notes. The 2013 be the duplicated series. But cool find. Jump back in and see what else we might find. All right, folks. So we've hunted through this stack here, so we're approximately halfway through. A few here just want to talk about. Got one here that's an X run note. I've never actually tried to sell one of these before, but I've heard they carry at least a little bit of a premium, just because I guess X is the highest run that they'll go to. Or at least on modern notes, is my understanding. I don't know. I might have to do a little more research into that. But anyways, I've heard that they can sell for a little bit of a premium. So I'll take a look and see what we can find out. And then speaking of a little bit of premium, just a kind of a standard, common trinary serial number consisting of 3 digits, 1s, 5s, and 8s. Unfortunately, they're not grouped together or any certain pattern, anything, just kind of a jumbled up mishmash. And then we had 3 more star notes, which is a little more than I usually find. I'm lucky if I find 1 or 2 out of 500, it seems like. But I believe these are all common. I'll look them up. If you don't know, you can go on mycurrencycollection.com, and they have a star note lookup tool on there, and you can look up your star notes and see if they're a lower print run or a sheet note as opposed to a regular note. But I'll look them up. I'll just stick these to the side for right now, and then once I get through all the note or all the bills, I'll go on and look up all the star notes at the end and make sure nothing is something of a little more significant value. Usually the common ones, I just stack them up until I get to 50, and then I usually sell them 50 at a time. Usually only get like 80, 90 bucks for them, but that's more than $50, so I'll take it. But we're going to jump back into this other stack, and once we finish that up, we'll be back. Or maybe partway through that, we'll be back if I find something good. And but anyways, we're going to jump in, see what we can find. So we're back. I funded through about half of what I had left, and just a few finds to look at here. Got another star note. I add that to the pile to look up at the end. Got this one here with a very, very minor like turn digit on the last digit of the serial number on the right hand side here. That 8's just sitting a little higher. If it wasn't in such good shape, I'd probably just throw it back. But I'll hang on to it, and I usually lot these up and try to sell like 4 or 5 at a time. Don't make a ton on them, but if you get one with a much more prominent like turn digit, like where it's way out of line, you can get some decent money out of it. But little minor ones like this don't carry a huge premium. And then the last one I got here is an alternator. It's where every other digit is a 0, 0, 3, 0, 6, 0, 4, 0, 9. Again, not a huge premium, but you can get a few bucks out of them. So definitely worth hanging on to. And we're going to jump back in and finish this last little bit we got and see what we can find. So we got through that last little bit and got a handful of bills here we pulled out. Got 2 more star notes. Shocking me with the star notes. That's what, a total of 7? These 6, and then that 2013 B that we talked about earlier. So I'll get back. I'll check those as soon as I finish this little recap up here. But got 2 like 5 of a kind numbers, not together, not 5 in a row, but it's a little bit of something, I guess. 5 2s on one, 5 4s on the other. And then this one here, we got a pretty decent birthday note, April 22nd, 1996. So those usually sell for, I don't know, anywhere from $20 to $30, depending on condition. But so that was a pretty cool find. So we're gonna jump in, look up these star notes, and see if any of them are any good. I'll be right back. So all the star notes turned out to be pretty common star notes. No sheet notes, no short runs. So nothing too valuable there. But this is still more than I usually find out of a $500 hunt, though. I mean, there's been times where I've pulled none out of a $5 hunt or $500 hunt. So to get 6 plus the 13B, that's pretty good finds. So just to recap, we had our 1 trinary with 1s, 5s, and 8s. We had our alternator, the one with that little turn digit here on the 8. That X run note, we're gonna try that out and see. I don't know about that one quite yet. These 2 with 5 of a kind, 2s and 4s, and the 2 best finds. Our birthday note here, April 22nd, 96. And the best find, in my opinion anyways, is the 2013 B star note from the duplicated run. Like I said, it's the little better DC print as well. So we'll add that to the stack that we're hoping to run into their brother out there somewhere. So that's it for this hunt. And I don't know what'll be the next video, but it'll be something. We'll be doing something with coins, currency, or that's about it, really. Because that's pretty much all I do. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.